Hello my fellow ears, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jojo Rarity, and today's video I'm gonna be talking about some upcoming Netflix shows or movies that I'm really excited for. Also like this summer or like this fall, and just recently I watched like the Geeked week, and it was like 5 days, I think, like starting on June 7th until June 11th, I believe. And I was so excited because they announced so many projects, new titles. By the way, most of them are like just series because I'm not really into that Netflix movies, some of them that announced. Except one, especially if you're a fan of fantasy, horror, or something like that, like sci-fi. It's gonna be an interesting year for you guys. And I'm so excited also, like Netflix really have a good year because there's so many stuffs coming out, even like anime. And even though I don't watch a lot of anime nowadays, I still kind of want to watch some of them, like for example like Treze. It's like a Filipino anime. The first show I want to talk about is Black Summer. It's probably already out by now when this video is out, but I'm so excited for it. It's like a zombie show. It's also the spin-off of Z Nation, and I watched Z Nation all of the seasons. It's one of my favorite zombie shows. There's a few out there, but it's completely different. It's like set in the same universe, and it comes out on June 17. And yeah, so I'm really a fan of zombies, so of course I'm excited for it. It's really completely different than Z Nation because Z Nation is sometimes like so funny and like not serious and not realistic, but this show is kind of more it's like more serious and kind of like feel like a bit better. Even though I love the characters in Z Nation, but Black Summers are really different. I like more serious type of zombie show and more realistic, I think. So yeah, I'm really stoked about that. The next movie I want to talk about is Fear Street, and gonna be a trilogy. So we got 3 movies coming our way. I'm so excited about that because I was a big fan of the books growing up. Always used to read the books after Goosebumps, because like Goosebumps are kind of more for kids, but Fear Street kind of was more for older people, like teenagers at the time. And yeah, it's so cool that Netflix is gonna do a trilogy about that. It's gonna be like 3 parts, and all in July. Like the first part's gonna be on July 2, and then the next one July 9, and then July 16 is the last part, which is also my birthday, and all the way through July. So it's like every week you have something to look forward to. And the first part is like in 1994, the next part is 1978, and the last part is like in 1666. And it's like really like 300 years in the making, kind of, because like it started in the year and then follows until 1994. So it's like kind of connected everything. Like also the books, I think I read some of it but not all of it, so I remember it kind of, it was all connected in the end, which is so cool because like all different years, but in the end it's gonna be connected kind of. And yeah, I'm so really excited for that one. Next show that no one is talking about, I didn't even know it's gonna come this year, is Biohacker Season 2. I started the show like last year, I believe, and it's a German show. I watched it when I make the video like watch random shows, and that's why I watched this one. It was actually good, so I'm kind of excited for that. It comes out on July 2, the second part, and it's kind of like a cool story if you like anatomy, like the movie, horror movies, kind of like that, but it's not really horror. But it's like about this girl Mia who's like a medical student, and then it's like about biology, also like biohacking technology. It's also about some genetic experiments, and then something like goes out of control and they do something to those people. I gotta say it's very interesting. Also the acting is very good because it's like a Netflix show, and it's like if you didn't know the show yet, go check it out. You can also watch it in English dub or something. But yeah. The next show also coming this summer is called Outer Banks, and it's season 2. I don't know when was the first season that came out. It's been like a long time, I think, because of COVID. I think it's supposed to come out last year. Anyway, and I really like the show also. It's kind of like adventure, kind of treasure hunting kind of show. And it's coming out on July 3rd. It's about these friends that collect the pokes and kind of live this wrong side of a town. They're like other people called like, they're like richer. I forgot the names, it's been a long time since I watched the show. And yeah, so then they go like on a mission because like John B is like the main character, his father go missing, and then they're looking for treasures and kind of finding out what happened to him, why he disappeared too. So I think that if that's a spoiler, but the last season was kind of like cliffhanger how it ended, like you didn't know what happened to them, like this character John and Sarah, I believe the name was, and so kind of continued. I heard it's kind of like a time jump. I know how long like how many months or something. So it's kind of like a time jump when season 2 starts. So yeah, I'm really excited also about that. And now let's talk about the shows coming this fall, because like there's so many shows also coming this fall. But I don't know if like all the shows coming this year actually. They just announced like some titles, and some shows are still in production. So I'm not really sure about that. So the next show I'm gonna talk about is Stranger Things season 4, and it's been like a long wait for that show. I mean, I don't even remember last time I saw Stranger Things. I think Stranger Things season 3 was so good in my opinion, and yeah, so I don't know. It says it's still on production and I think still filming maybe. So we only got like a few little teasers there, like the beginning of like 11, like kind of a past. So I don't know when we're gonna get actual season, but I think like either like this December, maybe end of this year, or like next year. But yeah, it's also one of my favorite shows on Netflix, and I think everyone knows the show, right? So the next show also that they announced and kind of like wasn't no trailer yet out, but it's Cobra Kai season 4, and I finished like all the seasons, and all the seasons were kind of out so fast. So I finished all of them, and I really liked the show. I'm kind of excited for the next season to come. I didn't even watch the Karate Kid movies, but maybe I should, because like new characters who are coming, they're like from the movies, I think. So people kind of know the characters, and there's a new character coming out season 4 from the movies. I didn't even know there was like 3 Karate Kid movies. So anyway, there's not much that talked about, so I don't even know when this is gonna come out. I'm not sure if this year or next year. But also, if you didn't check it out yet, if you like karate, if you know Karate Kid, then go check the show out. So they also announced Logan Key, and finally have a date. I think it's like coming in October. And if you watch Geek Week, you will know about that. And it's also a show that I really like, and it's really interesting and so nice. I also heard it's also renewed for season 3. I think they also filmed 2 and 3 like together or something. And it takes a long while since we got to season 2, I think, because of COVID. But yeah, it's from a graphic novel. But the show is not that brutal, but still have like some scary vibes. But yeah, I'm really excited for the show. And it's like kind of like magic, kind of like fantasy something. And it's really kind of something different. That's why I'm really excited for this one. It's about these 3 siblings who move to a new place. I think like the uncles know this place, and because their father like died, so they kind of find a new start in this home. And then weird things happen in this house. So all in all, they discover like 12 keys or something inside the house, and every key kind of unlocks something new, and kind of that's why it's like so exciting, because like every key is like something different. I remember like one key was like something about you turn to a ghost and like fly or something. The other one's like this, you go inside a mind from someone's person. So like every key is kind of different, and some are like dangerous and some are like for fun. So the next show is The Umbrella Academy season 3. They didn't talk much about this. There's not so much information about the show, but they announced the titles of season 3, and oh my god, titles are like, can't imagine what's gonna happen in this season. And if you know me, I talk about the show a couple of times, because like one of my favorite Netflix show. And yeah, I'm also pretty excited about that. I don't know if it's gonna be this year or next year, probably. But it's been a long time also, because the show is like still filming right now, or it's like still in production or something. So it's gonna be a long while, I think. But the titles kind of get me scared, because there's like, I don't know what to think of. But also I read the first comic, and it's also a graphic novel, by the way. So, and yeah, I have like the first apocalypse suit. And by the way, the comic is from Gerard Way and Gabriel Barr. It's really a sick book. I bought this from my sister, by the way. There's like so much to geek about. Also, I have Stranger Things comics from my cousin, which is also pretty cool. I'm such a geek, by the way, if you didn't know this, because of my background. And so this Geek Week was so fun to watch on Netflix. It was like live. It's like everything I love. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. So next show they also kind of have announcement was Another Life season 2. Does people actually remember the show? It's like kind of underrated. No one ever talks about it, but I actually enjoyed the show. And it's gonna be season 2 coming this fall also, probably also in October or September or something. And it's like a show in space, and I do love sci-fi. I love space shows, and that's why I'm really excited about this one too. So it kind of follows a couple of people on space, and then some things happen. And if you're like into sci-fi, you should totally check it out. There's like so many space shows out there, like on Netflix, but some of them I don't know if they're renewed. And another show I'm also waiting for announcement is Lost in Space, because that's gonna be the last season and final season, like season 4, and I don't know when it's gonna come out. And I watched like all the 3 seasons, and also pretty good show actually. And also that I won't talk about it, but I like it, and also like it's based on the movie Lost in Space also. Oh, I'm also excited about this one, Raccoon City. You know, Resident Evil, there's gonna be a new live action show, and they have some announcement like the casting, and there's like a new Wesker person that casted, some other characters that we don't know, but I do know it's about these 2 sisters in Raccoon City. Some of them have like the virus or something, I don't know, but I don't know the cast. One girl I know, she's like from Sabrina, the Asian one, so probably the 2 are like sisters. So that's the only announcement they made, so I don't know when it's gonna come out. Maybe they start filming or something. But of course I love Resident Evil. By the way, Resident Evil is about zombies, and it started with games. There's so many games out there, and I never played any of it because I'm really scared actually. Like my dad, he used to play some of the games, and I used to watch him play it. So actually I love horror, but I'm kind of scared to play sometimes, even though I play like Until Dawn or like Last of Us, which is also kind of scary actually if you think about it. But Resident Evil, I don't know, there's like a new game, Resident Evil Village. It looks so scary. It's like first person, and I don't like to play first person games. So anyway, I think that was it. I mean, they announced so many things. They announced also so many games that are gonna be a movie or a TV show, like Arcane. It's like League of Legends, and I never played that game, but I know so many play it. Like in the Philippines, it's so popular, and it kind of look cool, the trailer. Some other announcement like Cuphead, like so many animation and also anime, like for people who are fans, like some other animation like Transformers or like Castlevania. So many titles, like 50 titles, new titles on Netflix coming this year or like next year, like past coming years, which is so exciting. That's why Netflix is really on a roll. I mean, last year was kind of boring. That's why I wanted to make this video, because like this year there's so many stuffs coming, and last year we didn't get nothing. And also, of course, Shadowbone came this year as one of the mega hits from Netflix. Like everybody loved it, and it was renewed for season 2. They announced it on Geek Netflix, and it was the best thing ever that happened on Netflix. I think I can say it became one of my favorite shows for sure this year, and I'm so excited for season 2 because it's gonna have more episodes. And oh my god, I'm so excited. I think we gotta have to wait for that because it takes long to film a show. All I heard, they finished the script. It might take a couple months, a couple weeks to they also do the new casting, because there's gonna be new 4 characters in season 2, and I love these characters, and I can't wait till they're gonna announce who's gonna be the chosen ones. And kind of scary also to think about, because I love the characters, especially Nikolai and Violet. So anyway, also like Sweet Tooth just came out recently, and also a big hit I think. And I didn't finish it yet. I'm like on episode 4 or 5 or something. But it's also a DC Comics show, and it's pretty good so far. So many things, like also like every week they're gonna do new movies out. The movies I'm not really excited about that much. I don't know. They're really good in having so many good Netflix shows. Like, you notice I love so many Netflix shows, and it's always gonna be more and more to come. So I can't imagine if you don't have Netflix, what are you waiting for? I'm not sponsored anything by Netflix, but I can't imagine not to have Netflix. They have the best shows out there. I know people hate Netflix because there's so much controversial news about anything. Like people always hate everything. Like sometimes the thing in Netflix is there's a new show and you love it. Like season 1 is the best maybe, and then suddenly they cancel it for no reason, or maybe because of COVID or something. The people are so angry, they say they're gonna like unsubscribe to Netflix, I'm never gonna watch Netflix again. But hello, you will never know these cool movies or shows that's coming and gonna come every year. So I think it's really worth it to have Netflix, because they have the best shows out there. So I don't know what else you're gonna do without it. Kinda like that. So there's so much to get geeked about. I'm so excited for everything that's going to come. This year is gonna be a very good year for Netflix, and also the past coming years, of course. So yeah, it's why I want to make this video, because I really love Netflix so much, and maybe because of me you decide to have Netflix or something, or maybe you decide to watch the shows because I like it, kind of give you recommendations or something. So hope you enjoyed this one. So if you enjoyed it, please subscribe, also give a thumbs up, comment down below your favorite Netflix shows or what shows you're excited to for this coming year or like next year. Don't forget to put on the post notifications so you know exactly when I upload, about every Wednesdays and Saturdays. See you guys in my next video. Bye.